This is the story of how I got fired at Pizza Hut. So, it all started when I was 17, and I decided that I needed a job. I was tired of not having any money, and I wanted to start making money. So, thankfully, I was able to finally get a job at Pizza Hut, making $7.25 an hour. Anyway, skip all that nonsense. Let's get straight to the point. This is how I got fired. So, I well, I did get fired. I mean, I can't say I didn't. But I had quit. You know, I'd go to school for about 8 hours each day, 5 days a week. And then I'd have to ride the bus home. And not to mention, the bus, it was a double routed bus because they didn't have enough bus drivers. So they put two bus routes on one bus. So the bus was cluttered with people, students, and I was literally the last stop. So I'd stay on the bus for at least 2 hours after being at school for 8 hours. Me and my little brother would just sit there and wait. And we would just sweat our asses off. But one day, I finally got home, and I had it at that point. I couldn't do it no more. I was done. I was burnt out. I just wanted to rest. School was stressing me out, and then I got home super late, and I decided I wasn't going to go to work. In fact, I decided I wanted to just quit. I got tired of getting paid bi-weekly. I got tired of barely getting paid anything, and then having to let my parents borrow majority of my money every time I did get paid. It was just horrible. It wasn't worth it. I was done. So I walked out of my room, and stressed out as I possibly could be, I asked my dad, "What do you think I should do? Should I just quit? I mean, I don't want to do anymore. Do you think I should quit?" And my dad replied, "I don't give a fuck what you do. Do whatever you want. I mean, it don't matter to me." And I was like, well, I quit. Fuck it. So I was done. I didn't go back. I decided to go back in my room and kind of chill out. The next thing you know, all the shift managers just sat there blowing my Facebook up. And I finally decided to reply. And a little while after I replied, they basically told me that they would like me to come in and finish 2 more weeks up. And I decided, you know what? This is my first job. I guess I can do that. That's fine. I didn't like the idea of doing that at first, but, me trying to be a nice person, I decided that, yeah, I'll come in for the last 2 weeks. So, the next day I showed up for my next scheduled shift, and it was the day that the manager put the new schedule out. So, I walked back there, went to go look at the schedule. My name's not on there. And as I'm looking at it, the main manager walks by me. "Brandon, I need you to come back here with me for a second." So I walk back there, and she tells me, "As you saw, your name's not on the schedule, and that's because I decided I was going to go ahead and fire you." Bitch, I already fucking quit. I come back to help your ass out. But me trying to be a respectful teenager, I just sat there and I kind of smiled. And I just looked at her and I was like, "Oh, well, okay then." And she was like, "You can go ahead and work tonight, but after this, that's it." And I was like, well, if I were to leave, would you have somebody, cover my shift? I'm just being nice at this point. I mean, really, I should have just been like, "Fuck you, bitch," and left right then and there. But no, trying to be respectful, I decided I would ask and see if they really needed me there. And she said, "Oh, no, no, no. I already figured all this out when you decided not to show up. So, yeah, I have somebody who can come in and this and that." And I was like, "Okay, well, bye then." And you know what? I shook her hand, smiled, and said, "See you later." So as I'm walking out, I'm dabbing everybody up, telling them I'm out this bitch. And I realized, oh, I didn't shake my shift manager's hand. Let me go shake their hand real quick. So I walked to the back, and the main manager's back there talking to the shift manager. "Oh, God, I need you to either get somebody else out here to prep the dough, or I'm going to need you to do it. I can't do it. I got to go to this doctor's appointment and this and that. So, I didn't know he was going to leave. I thought he was going to stay. But, I guess he decided that he was going to leave." And I'm right out the door, and I heard all of this. So I poked my head back in, and I'm like, "All right, y'all, I'll see y'all later." Shake the shift manager's hand, and then I'm just smiling. I look over at the main manager, just smiling, the biggest smile ever. And so I walk out. And once I finally got out of there, I had got dropped off. I didn't have a car at the time. So, I knew I had to wait on my ride, but it wasn't going to be at Pizza Hut. I kind of got pissed off. By the time I made it out of there and I said my goodbyes, I realized how much of a bitch move that was to sit there and waste my time. Anyway, so I'm just kind of like walking behind the grocery stores and whatnot that's beside the Pizza Hut I worked at, and I called my ride up, and they were pretty pissed that they had to come right back to come get me because I think they had just made it home. And that was my dad, by the way. So yeah, he was kind of upset about it. I was a little upset too. I just felt like, it was just kind of annoying that a 60-year-old woman wanted to get the last word from a 17-year-old. I quit. I had already quit, and she had the other managers beg me to come back in for 2 more weeks just so she could get the last word and fire me. So, did I get fired? I guess technically yes, but did I already quit? Yeah. So, the last word, I don't know. Hopefully this video will blow up and technically I'll be the one who had got the last word. I mean, this had happened, many years ago. Well, not many years ago, but a few years back. I mean, I moved on to much better things in life. But just looking back on it, how, a 60-year-old woman just, wanted to do something like that. I just think that's hilarious. But, I wouldn't really say it was a lesson learned. I just think, it's a interesting story. So hopefully I can see how this video does. I just started this YouTube channel, and I would like to see what I can do to help, grow this channel. So, I have plenty of more stories about Pizza Hut and Cracker Barrel and 2 other jobs I've worked. So, I'd love to talk about it. But, let me know what you guys think. Peace.